Hello students, here we are learning our chapter number 11 of science, that is transportation in animals and plants, and particularly in this lecture we will learn about the transportation in plants. So as like in animals, inside the plant also the essential things get transported from one body part of the plant towards the another body parts. So which things get transported? Mainly water, minerals and food get transported. And among that, water and the minerals get transported through the xylem and food get transported through the phloem. Yes? So these two types of vessels work for the transportation system in the plant. So, what are the xylem and phloem? That we will discuss in detail. So, xylem and phloem, these are two vessels, tube-like structure, means two vessels which carry the essential things, essential substances from one body part of the plant towards the another body part of the plants. So, xylem are such vessels which carry water with mineral from root of the plants towards the leaves, and towards the another body part as well. So, xylem carry water from the soil and also mineral from the soil. And phloem are such vessels which carry food from leaves which carry food from leaves towards the another body part. We know that food is the energy source in each and every living organism. Like that, in plant also, each and every part of the plant need food for the energy, so that food get transported, which get prepared inside the leaves through the photosynthesis process, of photosynthesis. So this food which is prepared by the photosynthesis get transported towards the all body parts of the plants, and that function is performed by the phloem. Yes, that function is performed by the phloem. And xylem carry water and mineral, which is very important, which is very essential for that preparation of food, for the photosynthesis. Yes. So that all that things work for supporting each other process. Yes, for the support of each other process, that vessel work, and whole the transport system work for the growth, for the survival of that plant. So this xylem is thicker than the phloem. Xylem is thicker vessel than the phloem, which carry water and mineral from the root hair, of the plants towards the leaves, and it carry that water and mineral from the lower part towards the upper part. Yes, that's why it is a one-way transportation. It is called as a one-way transportation, because the water and mineral get transported from root hair. And which process work for that transportation? Two process work, which are that one is diffusion and another is osmosis. One is diffusion and another is osmosis. That two process happen for the absorption, for the transportation of water and mineral towards the cell of the root hair. So how it happens, that we will discuss. Diffusion is the process. Through that process, the minerals which are present in the soil and water also present in the soil. So that mineral get dissolved in the water. That mineral get dissolved in the water. This process is known as diffusion, and that dissolved mineral in water get absorbed through the root hairs, through the process of osmosis. And what is meant by osmosis? Osmosis is the process by which absorption of water from higher to lower concentration. In that osmosis, what happens? Absorption of water from higher to lower concentration. So, in detail we will discuss here osmosis. Suppose in that region, this particular region, shaded region, is having higher concentration of water. This portion is having higher concentration of water, and this portion is having lower concentration of water. So, as this portion is having lower concentration, means lack of water, means less water, it's having less water. So that from higher concentration to lower concentration, water molecules of water get absorbed through the membrane. And which is that membrane? This is the membrane. And this membrane is semi-permeable membrane inside the root hairs which are present. So, through that semi-permeable membrane, what is meant by semi-permeable? Semi-permeable means particular substance allowed to transfer. Only particular substance allowed to transfer from higher concentration to lower concentration. So, through that semi-permeable membrane, from higher concentration to lower concentration, water get transported. Similar process happen inside the root hair. So, what are the root hair? That hairs which are present on the root, that are called root hairs. And what is the function of that root hair? It spread out inside the soil. And due to that spread out, it increase the area for absorption. As these are spread out, that's why the area for the absorption of water with mineral is get increased here. And here, through that root hair, through the osmosis process, water with mineral, which get diffused inside the water, that water plus mineral get absorbed by the root hairs, by the cells of root hairs. And from that cells of root hairs, the water and minerals get transported through the xylem, towards the leaves and towards the another body parts. So, this is the work of xylem. And as it water and mineral get transported from lower region to upper region, and from one side transportation it happens. That's why it is known as one-way transportation. The water and mineral transportation is one-way transportation. Now we will go towards the phloem, towards the transportation of food, means towards the transportation of food we will discuss now. So what happened here? We will discuss here. So phloem is that vessel of the plant which carry food, which prepared inside the leaves by the photosynthesis. That food is essential to each and every part of the plant for the energy, for the formation of energy. So that food get transported towards the all body parts through the phloem, and which carry that food? That food get carried through the phloem, and that process is called translocation. 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 Through this process, phloem transport food from loose towards the another body parts. So this translocation process is the two-way process. Why? Because the food get transported from upper side to lower side, as well it get transported towards the other directions as well. It can transport towards the other direction through the phloem. That's why it is called two-way transportation. Okay, and the phloem are thinner as compared to xylem. Yes, and the xylem are present in at the inner area of that vascular bundle that you will learn in your further classes. So that phloem and xylem, xylem and phloems are nothing but vascular tissues. These are vascular tissues. So vascular tissues means we know that a group of cell, bundle of cell is known as tissue, and that vascular vessels are made up of vascular tissue. So through that vascular tissue, the water and mineral get transported, and as well the food also get transported. So this is about the transportation of essential material inside the plants. Which are that is the essential material that we have discussed here. And which process work for that? First process is diffusion, second is osmosis for the transportation of water and mineral through the xylem from root hair to leaves, and the second is transportation of food. For that phloem work, which vessel work? Phloem vessel work, and what that process is called? That process of transportation of food is known as translocation. This process is one-way process, and the translocation process is two-way process. So that's it about the transportation. So I hope you understood. Read that portion through from your textbook, NCERT textbook, and look at this diagram. It's very nice. If you are able to see, I will show you. Yes. Then one activity we have seen here, that potato. With the potato we did experiment regarding to the transportation. So in that, how through the semi-permeable membrane the water and mineral get absorbed through the root hairs from the soil, and that process is known as osmosis. And how that osmosis process happen, that is shown through that experiment. So what is that experiment? You have to simply take one potato. Suppose this is one potato. Yes, this is one potato. You have to cut from the base for the support. Yes, and here for the flat base you have to cut down at the downside also, and at upper side also you have to cut down. Then in third step you have to make one cavity. You have to make one cavity inside that potato. Yes, now the cavity is created here. Then what we have to do, we have to take one sugar solution. In one jar, sugar solution. Here, sugar solution I have taken here. Yes, and I added red food color in that for understanding the level only. I have added food color in that sugar solution, and that red colored sugar solution I poured here, and the level is like that. I have shown up to this level. I have filled that sugar solution here, and for the identification of that level, I attach one pin. I inserted one pin here. Now it is showing the level of that sugar solution inside the cavity of potato. Yes, this is the cavity of potato. And now I have taken one dish or one vessel. Also we can take, if it is glass vessel, it is very nice. Like that flat vessel I have taken here, or dish I have taken here. Inside that I have taken water. Simply water is present here. This is water, and I dipped that potato inside that water level. Yes, I dipped that potato. I kept that potato with the sugar solution inside the water level, and I kept that potato inside the jar which is filled with water. Now this experiment is ready. Now we have to observe, we have to leave all that things for 1 or 2 hours. For 1 or 2 hours. After 1 or 2 hours, we have to observe. Yes, after 1 or 2 hours, what you will see? After 1 or 2 hours, now I am showing the situation. That level of sugar solution will increase. At first here, that level of water will decrease. Here, up to this, the level of water was initially. Now the level of water is decreased here. And the level of sugar solution is increased. Yes, now our level, our marking, that is pin which is inserted here, that is here. And now the level of sugar solution is raised upwards. It rises upward, and the level is increased here. We can see very clearly. So sugar solution level is increased here. It is crossed the level of pin. Yes, it is crossed the level of pin, and it rises to upward. And here the water level is minimized. Because why it happened? ऐसे ही तो ये level increase नहीं होता है, अपने आप तो नहीं होगा ना. So something is happened here. So what is happened here? Osmosis process is happened. How? Initially the concentration of water outside the potato. This is the potato. Outside the potato, the concentration of water was more initially, before 1 or 2 hours. But after 1 or 2 hours, what happened? That water get transferred from higher level to lower level. Which is lower level? Inside the potato, the level of water is low. The level of water is less or low. So that by the osmosis, through that membrane of that potato, the water from higher concentration get transferred towards the lower concentration. Yes, from higher concentration which was present outside of that potato initially, that get transferred, that get absorbed inside the potato, towards the low concentration, and that process is osmosis. So osmosis process is happen inside the cells of potato. It is proved through that experiment. In this manner, through the membrane or through the cell, water get absorbed, water get transferred up to small height. थोड़ी सी हाइट के लिए ये transportation of water happen here. Yes, up to small height only, the cell are able to transfer water through the cells. Okay, so these things we have seen, we have observed through that experiment. So you can read that experiment from your textbook as well. So what is the motto, or what is the intention of that experiment? What is the intention? To understand osmosis happen inside the cells of root hair, and through that osmosis water and minerals get absorbed, yes, and that get transported through the xylem towards the leaves of the plants. So I hope you understood well now. Okay.